Hi, this is Shade Foray with TaxSaleSupport.com. I'm here with Steven Swenson again, and this is another one of our Property Deal of the Week videos.
Yeah, today we're going to be talking about New York, and New York is a tax deed state.
Yeah, what that means is that property owners have a redemption period, where they can be delinquent, but once that expires, the county will foreclose on the properties and offer them up at the tax sale in order to recover the taxes.
Yeah, now the opening bid is going to start at the delinquent taxes, penalties, and fees, and they're going to use a premium bid system, which means whoever's the high bid will go ahead and win the property.
Yeah. Now they have on-site and online auctions, and they also, many of the counties within New York use land banks, to handle their over-the-counter inventory.
Yeah, it's definitely a great state for tax deed investing.
Yeah. Now, before we move on, we've noticed that only about 15% of you are subscribers. So we want to encourage you to hit that subscribe button so that as we put out new videos here, you'll know about it.
Yeah, it just takes a second, hit the bell and join the team.
Yeah. So we're going to be looking at Orleans County, New York, and this is an auction that occurred on November 17th. So it just barely wrapped up here. And again, online tax deed auction that was done through AAR auctions.
Yeah, exactly.
And here we can kind of see what the main page here for Orleans County here looks like. Let's look at the first property here.
Yeah, now this first property looks to be about a half acre, a building lot, had an opening bid of around $1,800. And overall, it's a pretty good lot.
Yeah. Well, it basically sold for $1,800, and from what we can see, the assessed on it is $6,100, and from looking around at the comps, the market on it has to be at least 12.
Yeah. So this property was purchased for under 10 cents on the dollar, and also has the size being 120 feet by 200 to be a good building lot. Also that the property has already been somewhat cleared and really could be ready to go.
Yeah, it looks like somebody has cared for it. Yeah, it looks pretty good. Here's the next one we have. This is a single-family home that ended up selling for $21,500. Now, one thing that's unique about New York, and really there's only one other state, Michigan, that does it, is that oftentimes when counties in New York will foreclose on homes, they will take interior images of the property and exterior as well. Like even for the land, they'll take an image, so you have a really current image of what the property looks like, and sometimes even a breakdown of what needs to be done or what the condition is.
Yeah, exactly. Well, and this could be hugely helpful because it helps us determine how much rehab is going to be needed. Now, this property definitely needed to be freshened up. But we also didn't see major damage as well as you're going through those photos. So picked up about $21,000, has an assessed value of about $70, but the market value was closer to $106. And so we're talking about a 4-bedroom, 2-bath home that has a lot of potential, and you have enough flexibility in there with what he's paid or she's paid, where they could put in $20,000 or $30,000 worth of rehab, and still come out buying it for not even half of its value.
Yeah, no, really. I mean, the fact that they got it for 20 cents on the dollar, gives them so much room, to decide what they want to do with the property. I mean, there's plenty of profit in it if you want to fix it up. You've bought it so well at that point, that really your options would be wide open. And you're right, it's pretty clean. In terms of, somebody has cared for the house, and so it might need some things, but it's not like, like some properties that we see. So a lot of good potential in it, and it'll probably be a highly profitable deal.
Well, and also you're looking at renting out, they estimate they're at almost $1,700 a month. That's
amazing considering a $20,000 investment.
Yeah, so I mean, even if you were into it, let's say by the time you were done, you were into it $50,000, for investing $50,000 and start getting a return of $1,700 a month, that's going to pay itself off within a few years, and at that point you're going to be receiving, really 100% profit coming in.
Yeah,
once the property's been paid for.
Significant amount, every month. Plus, it's going to be increasing in value.
Yeah, in 3 or 4 years it'll be paid for.
Yeah. Yeah, let's see. Here's another piece of vacant land that sold. This property sold for $1,250. So, not very much. It is 100 by 267 feet, assessed at 12,600. And from what we can see on this property, the market on it has to be at least 15,000.
Yeah, it's a conservative estimate, and it's got good size at 100 feet by 267 feet. A lot of opportunity, a lot of possibility. And people talk about, sometimes we'll hear, well, that, the bidding gets crazy. Well, sometimes it does get crazy, but there's always going to be those good opportunities for investors that are willing to look for them in almost every sale, or at least a lot of them.
Yeah, I mean, in this case, they picked it up for less than 10 cents on the dollar, really, and will have, plenty of profitability in it. I mean, they picked this up incredibly well. So again, these are properties we've been looking at that sold in the Orleans County, New York sale on November 17th. And, there were a lot of homes and pieces of vacant land that sold between 10 and 30% of market value.
Yeah, a lot of good opportunity, a lot of good, deals. We just highlighted a few of them there. If you're interested in learning more, check out our membership program at taxselfsupport.com. It's really going to give you access to all of our training on all of our lists.
Yeah, it's a great combination of tax sale lists and real training. Live weekly webinars and content you download. It's a lot of bang for the buck, and it's something that you can cancel anytime, and it's low price. And we wanted it to be something that was affordable.
Yeah, absolutely. We think it's one of the best values in tax sale education.
All right. Hey, thank you so much for watching this video. Be sure to hit that like button.
Appreciate it.